Well, I'm tempted to take a break, but I'm on a roll, so I want to go with it because I don't know when I'll burn out. May 11th. Oh, I keep seeing May 9th. May 11th, 2024. It's Saturday. It's not only is it a beautiful day, it's a warm day. Maybe too warm for my taste. We're talking Web3, and we've explored some of how things are getting faster and cheaper. Is we're really not talking blockchain anymore, at least not completely. And so they're providing this new computing model of a network of nodes that act as kind of like a single entity or cloud or computer or machine. And the thing that's going to make it so explosive is it's not just happening like here or there. It's happening all over the place. Like there's hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands, new projects starting up every day. And again, there's the top 100 or so that I keep an eye on. And the problem with a lot of the incoming stuff is it takes time for after they're going ICO or being a project or something to get to the point that some trusted broker like Coinbase is willing to have them on their market. And that for my crypto trading, I need trading to be able to do charts on TradingView and trade them on Coinbase. Currently, I've been on LFX. I'm on IGA, is it .com, and I had a couple of other brokers in the crypto since 2017. One got embezzled like $18 million, and that killed that one. Another one might have just gone bankrupt or something, but they're not around anymore. One was on the island of Cyprus, and another one was in Finland. So that's one thing. When you become a cybernaut, you've got to open yourself up to international stuff, not just USA. And in fact, the world hates USA. That was the problem. I was trying to do one year. I was trying to do ICOs, and again, I was tracking hundreds of them and trying to figure out which ones are going to go with. When I found out, I realized, and I went back and reviewed. Just about any ICO site has a clause in it where they'll bar Chinese, U.S., and South Korea for some reason. Basically, their terms of agreement will say, "Hey, if you're coming from one of those countries, you agree you're not allowed here. We don't allow you." And that's what happened to me with KuCoin because I use KuCoin. As far as I know, I might have 9,000 to 90,000 in crypto on KuCoin, but I haven't been able to get back in for years because they did a 2FA authentication thing that really didn't work. And then I lost my authenticator, and since then I've tried to log back in, but now this is my point. Now they say, oh, if you're coming from the US, you can't use KuCoin. But I've got an account there and I've got assets there. So as far as I know, they're kind of like lost assets. I have some engine token like that too. Um, and so that's something I could task my IT department with. Because I tried and it looked like I might be able to jump through some hoops and get there, but they made me jump through so many hoops and it didn't look like it was going to succeed. So I was like, all right, I won't worry about it right now. So if you can crack it, if you can get into KuCoin on my user account, you can have half. You're going to have half of what you find in there, right? And we're talking Bitcoin and Ethereum stuff like that because in those days I didn't know any better, and there weren't as many altcoin opportunities as it is right now. It pretty much liquidated. Are you still running? Yeah. Liquidated my Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now here's the thing. I don't think I'm a very good trader because um once again I seem to have bought no sold low and bought high. And I didn't buy, I mean I bought high because it looked like things were going about 2 3 months ago. For about 4 months things were just going nutsoid. bullish. And so I was trying to ride some of the up bull trends and profit, but it's since then it's crashed back down. But I'm holdable. If I can afford to hold them, though, when I put my money into them because I don't have enough money to support everything, I agree that even if I lose money, I'm going to put it in there because the potential for growth is so great. Even if I have to sell it at a loss, at least I tried. And regardless of the outcome of an asset portfolio, um, it's way dangerous to keep your asset or your value in fiat currency. You got to say it that way because fiat currency isn't an asset. It's once again, what is it? It's an IOU you're not allowed to cash. Now, my genius idea is to make our tokens an IOU that you can cash. So you become kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. These 20 million Terra tokens are going to be worth 120 million because we're going to make them worth 120 million. Straw into gold. We take very little and we end up getting a gold dragon. So, you impressed with the internet billionaires up to this point? We ain't seen nothing yet. The next level is trillionaires. We're already talking, basically, governments are trillionaires, right? And that was probably, I don't know, like we could go on about that. Web3, the native cloud. We want cloud natives. And what does that mean? It means you can't just make a megalithic, well, maybe you could, computer, and that's what your whole systems rely on. You gotta, it's the that it's one thing I love about distributed decentralization, all that, all those, every layer has a cost system wise, lag time and such. And so intuitively, you really don't want to do more than you have to. But here, just to get the platform, you're going to have to. So you got all these lag times that are very inefficient compared to the old paradigms. But you need to because the power is so powerful. The power is there. The sweet spots are there. Um, See, I don't trust you, camera. I'll be yakking away and thinking I'm within 10 minutes or so, and then looking, it'll be like 20 or 30 minutes. So I don't trust you, camera. Um, God, I'm so tickled that I'm coming back to robots. And yet, when I got started with such ideas like 30, 35 years ago, I never imagined that this is what being into robots would mean. So, our operating system, the native, oh, I want to say ocean. Well, that's better than saying web. At least I'm learning forward towards ocean. Um, cloud native, cloud native, cloud native. Um, Eat, live, and breathe it. If you're going to be an effective developer in the cloud, I'm pretty convinced you got to do like how I do it. Eat, live, and breathe it until you get confidence and skills and expertise. All the good things in life. So, wow. Well, there you go. I guess that's part of what I'm seeing too. So we got a swarm of agents, we got D apps, we got all these agents, and what we need them to do is, I've talked about like a Legos model sort of thing, but even more than that, if we can achieve the smart I'll start calling them smart agents. People probably think they know what that is. Uh, the smart agents, kind of like I keep thinking like molecular keys and stuff. So like if the agents are atoms, these swarms or networks can be like molecules. And what I'd like is if when the smart agents come together and interact, never mind if they're in the same swarm, but just the fact of interacting is huge. Without that, without the IO, you, you can't do it. Because yeah, the concept of like a thread or a chain or whatever computer science thing, that diagram that you do where the thing that goes between the what I'll call nodes is called an edge. I guess it's a mathematical thing, but well, we want self-learning machines if we can get them. And so how I foresee things is, yeah, it always takes a human to configure at some point, at least at the beginning. And so the Lego model type idea might be how you would build a swarm, an effective swarm to be able to focus on some purpose, whatever the um, microservice is supposed to be. And see, I want a learning system such that, yes, it may require a human now, a human does it, but the overall machine is watching and learning. And so more and more, especially if it's redundant uh, algorithms that can be automated, it starts learning to do that. And we don't have to craft that really. All we got to do is craft into its ability to do that, to flexibly link and relink and kind of you start thinking about intelligence and such, but I think you'd have to go a lot deeper before convincing me. But that's how it feels. That's why I said maybe we should start calling them smart agents. Um, Again, the idea of the NFT DApp pair in the cloud acting basically like a robot or something, a machine like a robot that we can utilize, and possibly we can come up with cloud entities that really our job is to just craft them, put them together, and then release them. And directly, at least, we have very little we need to do with it anymore for it to be a standalone asset. That is, our buyers can take it and they can do whatever they want with it. They don't really care. Um, but it isn't the kind of model where they got to dial into our central server to get the software as a service and stuff. That's all being done in the cloud. Yeah, I'd better bounce.